Do you have a strong relationship with yourself? Are you kind to yourself? Forgiving of past mistakes? Celebrate your accomplishments? There is a big movement about self-love at the moment, and I think this is wonderful. A pampering evening or speaking some loving affirmations to yourself. But what about the deep down self-love? The loving yourself unconditionally? Can you put your hand on your heart and say that you truly love yourself completely, unconditionally, just as you are right now? I hope you can, but I think there are a lot of us out there that can't. And I, for one, would love this to change. I myself have been on a self-loving journey over the last few years. I really started to notice a change in myself when I stopped and looked closer within and asked myself if I truly loved who I was. Not just the person relaxing in a bath full of bubbles or the woman wearing the face mask, but the core, raw me. And I can tell you now, a few years ago, I would not have loved her at all. I could not look in the mirror and tell myself that I loved who I was completely and believe it. And I think I'm not the only person in this world that can say that. With so many comparisons, subliminal messages, and the perfect advertising constantly being thrown down at us, it's easy to see why so many of us here have self-esteem issues. How can we love ourselves when we are constantly being told that we have to look a certain way or act a certain way? And these ways are mostly unattainable, by the way. How would it feel to be able to stand and look at your reflection and truly mean it when you say, I love who I am? I read a quote in my Inspired Stories journal today, and it said, just like every successful relationship, your relationship with yourself requires a strong foundation. You can then build and create something special. Self-love is the internal foundation that makes you commit to making your well-being and self-awareness your top priority. It's a beautiful mix of embracing all that you are now, whilst also acknowledging that there is so much room for your growth. I love this. It is so much more than just allowing yourself to enjoy a bubble bath or painting your nails in the evening. I'm not dismissing this, by the way. I love doing these things. What I'm trying to say is, for me, self-love goes much deeper than the surface. My self-love journey started to change when I looked at who I was as a person. What were my likes and dislikes? What were my feelings? What were my feelings trying to tell me? Asking myself, were my thoughts my own? Or what had been planted by influencers and people around me? When I got to the raw me, I admit I was lost. I had no idea who I was. I had to connect with myself, discover who I really was, and find where the root of my thoughts and feelings were coming from. And to be really honest with myself about the answers. When I started to delve deep and really discover what I liked about myself, what I really enjoyed about my life, and what truly made me happy, I began to love myself more and more. And this helped me. It helped me to have the confidence to explore who I really was and make me realise a lot of truths about myself. It was very scary at first, but it's been so rewarding. There have been some good discoveries, some bad discoveries, some beautiful ones, and some damn right ugly ones too. I am human after all. And I think this is what a lot of us forget. I think we need to remember that we are allowed to make mistakes. We are allowed to grow from our mistakes. And it's pretty amazing, to be completely honest. It's pretty amazing to be ourselves, whoever we are. I believe to truly love ourselves, we need to allow ourselves to discover who we truly are. That way we can give ourselves the self-care that we really need and the self-care that we deserve. So allow yourself to get curious about who you are. You never know. You may discover something new about yourself. And you may discover that you're a pretty and amazing person, just as you are. Self-love, self-respect, self-worth. There's a reason why they all start with self. You cannot find them in anyone else. So why don't you take this video as a little indication to allow yourself to get curious about who you are. Ask yourself who you truly are, what truly makes you you, and what you really do love about yourself, because when you get going, it's so worth the journey, and it's just great. It's pretty damn amazing, actually. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one.